So what is today's topic?
How can lose weight? How someone can lose weight?
How someone can lose weight?
Anyone,
Anyone.
especially women.
So that is one of the common problem they're facing. How to lose weight and to keep it off.
No. Losing weight is easy for most people. I think they have tried it before. Keeping it off is hard.
Keeping it off completely.
Yeah, that's the hardest part of this journey. But I think there are so many reasons why.
Okay.
And the simplest or easiest is whatever plan most people choose is not sustainable.
So what are some of these unsustainable ways that people are using to lose weight?
So let me give you an example. Whenever I do, say, meetings or consultation with people, they come to me and say, person A is 100 kgs. She would like to be 80 kgs.
Yeah.
She does not want to hear the fact that it may take longer than a month. So
So
most
that-
people, in their minds, they think that losing weight is something you do in 30 days.
Okay.
So that's why they go for these intermittent fasting, because it's the easiest diet in the world. You don't need a degree to understand how to fast.
Yeah.
You go for keto.
Yeah.
You don't need like knowledge to understand that. You just need, don't eat carbs, don't eat this. So they go for these things because number one, if I stop eating from tomorrow, if I start fasting, say I eat once a day or I eat from 5 p.m., I'll lose weight, a lot of weight. Why? Because I'll probably cut, because I know how many calories I eat. I eat about 3,000 to 3,500 a day. If I cut half of the meals I eat in my day, that means I'll be at 1,500 calories. And that's a deficit of probably 1,000 calories a day, which means by the end of each week I'll lose 1 kg. And that's what most people do.
So does it mean that calories matter when it comes to weight loss?
That's the only thing that matters when it comes to your weight. So it's your calories, and then later it's where do you get your calories from? So what foods are you eating? But mostly, calories is king.
So what about these people normally propagate around insulin? It's all about insulin. It's all about insulin.
Because they're trying to sell you something. Yeah. I think anyone I have coached before, I think we have never discussed about insulin. Have we ever discussed about, which is like, okay, there's some clients, cortisol, something, but those are the topics that I rarely talk about. Insulin or something. No.
What about this person who said they have tried everything or she has tried everything?
I have had a lot of clients who have tried everything except trying. So normally someone will tell you, hey, I have tried everything. Yeah, you have tried things that you cannot even sustain for more than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So trying to me is whatever plan you're trying to do, can you do it for the next 10 years? If the answer is no, then you're going to waste your time. Because you're going to do it for 10 weeks, go back to your habits, gain the weight back, try again another plan for now 4 weeks. It's not working. Okay, it's working, but you can't sustain it. So let's say I tell someone, hey, a person who loves alcohol, from today you're not allowed to drink. Yeah, I might succeed for 4 days. Just wait until Friday. Yeah. That person
So abstinence is not a solution.
It's not a solution. No, it's never the solution.
So losing weight because you abstain sugar or wheat or this greasy or simple carbs that people tend to do away with when they think about fat loss or weight loss. It is still a gimmick.
It is still a gimmick because they're not addressing the real issue. So let me give you an example. We had a client, I think 2 months ago, she lost 6 kilograms. Her blood pressure when she came to us was, I think, 141 to 90 something. When we finished, she was at 67 to 70 something, and that was in 6 weeks. I'm not saying it's the perfect weight loss plan. However, it was like there were so many big wins in that journey. So when she came to us, I think you know who I'm talking about, but we're not going to mention the name. When we started, what did we do? We looked at probably her diet.
Yeah.
So what did you see? You saw a person who eats like a typical
Bread with
Kenyan,
tea.
so bread with tea, some zingine, nakula sausage. So we're starting with breakfast. So there's bread with tea, there's sausages, sometimes pancakes. What are the other things people eat?
Cereals.
Cereals, yeah. So let's start with, let's say you are a person and you eat in the morning, you start your day with tea, bread, and you say take 4 slices. The thing is, bread is not bad, tea is not bad. The combination of the two makes it easier to swallow a lot of breads because you're not chewing. If I give you bread without tea, it's going to be a struggle. But if I give you bread with anything that is liquid, hey, you do this, man, it's down. You have washed it. That's why we don't recommend drinking drinking calories when you're eating. Just do one and then do the other one later. Because most people come to you and then say, oh, I'm addicted to bread. Mi namuuliza, if I take away the tea, do you think you're going to eat the same amount of bread you have been eating?
So tea makes you eat a lot than...
If you're taking it with bread, yes.
And soup. So I can't eat
Kabisa.
succulent foods.
Why do you think people eat a lot of ugali?
Because there's some traces of soup in that meat.
Yeah, there's a lot of soup in that meat,
Yeah.
so that ugali is going to go down slowly. If I give you ugali peke yake, you're not going to even finish. Like,
The solution to people who are into liquid calories, succulent foods, they have to minimize.
yeah, the liquid, those
liquids.
yeah, kabisa. So let's go back to this lady we're talking about. So she was just eating the typical bread, tea, with peanut butter. You know that ukipata bread, like you add peanut butter. So now what did we do? As a nutrition coach, the one thing that I look at is most people when they have their breakfast, it's mostly 60 to 70% carbs and 30% fats. Maybe utapata kuna like 5% of protein.
Yeah.
So the easiest way to improve that breakfast is to add some protein, which
So
makes
peanut is not protein.
no, peanut is not
on my
protein.
bread.
It's a fat.
That's fat.
Yeah,
Allah.
yeah.
So what do you consider protein?
Anything that can fly, anything that can swim, anything that can walk. Okay, not human beings, but yes.
So any
Any
living
animal protein,
organism
yeah.
that has
Anything
blood.
that has blood, a heart, or something, yeah. That's a protein. Yeah. Any other thing?
So how can you improve on that breakfast of tea with the bread?
Yeah, so this is what we are talking about. So most people prefer eggs because they don't eat chicken or fish or beef in the morning. But I recommend sometimes chicken in the morning, beef in the morning. So the protein you ate in the evening, have some in the morning. And you'll find out that it's easy to eat a lot of proteins using that strategy. So why do people, let me give you an example. Why do people who do keto succeed so much? Because number one, the easiest answer is they have reduced calories. You have taken away calories from your carbs, so you have reduced your intake.
So you have removed carbs from your
Kabisa.
meals.
Yeah, so you have reduced your intake. So is keto a good diet? Yes and no. I would recommend your breakfast to look like a ketogenic diet. So you don't need carbs in the morning. You don't need to start your day with cereals, with sijui, even fruit juice or fruits. Or like in the morning, probably do eggs. You can do chicken. You can add a piece of avocado. Sometimes we can add a toast. Or if you like your bread and you like your tea, you can do, instead of eggs and peanut butter, do eggs. Where you put your peanut butter, now you put your eggs, your omelette.
Or avocado.
Omelette.
Or omelette.
Yeah, to get your proteins.
Or because I can easily overconsume fats.
Yeah. So doing bread, eggs, and avocados will also give you a lot of calories because avocado is a fat and eggs have a lot of fats. So you just need one of them, not all of them.
But they are nutritious.
We are looking to lose weight.
So you're looking at calories.
Calories
besides
first.
nutrients.
Yes. So it's calories first and then nutrients later. Yeah. Not the other way around.
So what else did you do to this person?
So they did that first, and then the biggest change I would say was walking. So this person was struggling to sleep. People with high blood pressure, if you struggle with sleep, you need to either take some magnesium, work on your sleep better, or make it easier by just walking probably more than 8,000 steps.
I think
a day.
magnesium has worked for me quite a number of times. When I first tried it, I was on a sleep deficit. And then as soon as I took the magnesium thing, I think automatically I started falling asleep. Like you will feel like a big change in your system once you start taking magnesium. That is if you have this sleep apnea or you just don't get enough sleep.
Kabisa, so for me, there are two things I do for my sleep.
But magnesiums are several.
Yeah, so magnesium glycinate.
Glycinate, precisely.
Yeah, precisely. So it's the one that reduces the time it takes you to fall asleep. So yeah, you might find them at Healthy You.
Yeah.
So magnesium glycinate.
Because people are using magnesium.
Yeah.
They're
Kabisa.
telling me, but they're using.
And then there are people. There's a client I found that she was taking magnesium in the morning. So she would wake up, she thinks, yeah, it's a supplement like that, so just take magnesium. No, so you take magnesium before you sleep. So like 30 minutes or an hour before bed, that's when you take magnesium. Yeah, so anyway, so magnesium, but she didn't add magnesium. What she did, she was walking. So she was walking Kabisa. The first
How
2
many
weeks,
steps a day?
she started with 10,000 and then 12,000. So every single week she was really going to add 2,000, which for most people.
So on every other week or
every single week?
every single?
No, every other week.
Every other week. So
Yeah.
after 2 weeks,
Yeah,
2,000.
2,000.
Oh,
Okay, she was determined because I told her, hey, let's take 6 weeks, and after 6 weeks we can take it slow. But when someone gets hooked, they have lost, nime lose 6 kgs in 6 weeks. They're going to continue.
so how? Okay, what if I'm too busy to cover 10k steps?
There are things you
Because it
can
looks-
do to
looks a
mimic
lot.
the 10,000 steps. For most people, I would say stairs. So I have a client right now. Every day she does 15 flights of stairs.
Wait,
Yes.
how many stories?
No, see, 15 flights, so 15
Doesn't matter.
floors. 15 floors.
15 floors?
Yes.
Damn.
So you can do 5 in the morning, 5 at lunchtime, 5 in the evening.
5 flights.
No,
Per session?
you go one time. That's
Yeah.
it.
Oh, that's it. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So stairs, that's all you need to cover 10k steps.
Not really. If you can't walk 10,000 steps a day, which I believe everyone can, yeah, stairs is an alternative. Or it's almost impossible to replace steps. Walking.
Okay, so maybe you can say I'll have to sacrifice my car sometimes.
Yeah.
If I'm using my car all the time, park it for a minute and then take a stroll.
Sure.
You can take lunch breaks
Every time you finish food, you go outside, you walk.
for like 10 minutes,
15.
15 or so.
Yeah. So
You can
because
also-
most people, what do most people do? See, they're given lunch break. They probably eat.
But you see, most people misuse their lunch break. They tend to now use lunch break to do the extra work that they've been given by their bosses.
Oh, okay. It depends. There are some people who are just on TikTok or on Instagram. Yeah, because you are texting me at that time. So
Or rather, you can just get a standing desk.
that is hard for most people. Because if you have an office, if you work in an office, it's going to be hard. But if it's possible, yes, get a standing desk. If it's not, for every time you eat, go for a 15 minutes walk. The other thing add on top of that would be in the evening or in the morning. So choose a time either in the evening or in the morning. Go for a 30 minutes walk or 45 minutes or even an hour or even 2 hours.
So it also depends on at what time does your day start at.
Yeah, it does.
Because if you start your day at 10, it means it will be hard for you to cover 10K steps since those windows will be so squeezed.
Yeah.
So it means try to wake up early. And that one comes in with the second point of sleeping. So you have to sleep early for your day to start early.
Yeah.
Sindio?
Yeah. So I think the client was doing that. So she did a lot of steps. We improved her diet, especially breakfast. And after breakfast, the other thing that we changed in her diet was increase your protein intake. She was eating a lot of chicken and a lot of beef. You'll hear me, it's rare that I tell someone, hey, reduce your carbs, reduce this, reduce that. No. It's more of add chicken to your diet, add beef in the morning, add beef in the evening. Maybe do less stew, things with stew. And when you're choosing your carbs, there are top carbs, like carbs that I prefer people choose from. Potatoes, sweet potatoes, arrows. Those are top 3. And then we can now go for beans, lentils. Yeah, if you didn't know, beans and lentils are carbs. And peas, yeah.
Okay, so what if I'm allergic to protein? I'm scratchy, itchy? Like protein intolerance?
I'm not sure if there's protein intolerance. Yeah. But if you can't eat proteins, yeah, you're going to have a hard time. You need to walk 10,000 steps at least a day.
What about exercise? How did she do workouts?
Yeah, so what we did was she was doing home workouts.
How many times a week?
3 days a week. And by home workouts, I think you're the one who wrote the program. Maybe you can explain how it goes.
So for the workout, it was like 3 times a week, 1 hour per session. It was more full body. Full body, just ordinary, typical exercises. Squats, push-ups, mountain climbers, split squats, lunges, and what else? Dips, some body weight exercises. And it wasn't that these things you see on Instagram, they're using bands. It wasn't anything fancy. It was all basics. But the reason why she saw progress because she was consistent in those exercises, and also in terms of frequency. She never missed a day.
How do you do? There's something called progressive overload. So how do you plan it in body weight workouts?
So number one, you can increase reps. So maybe if you are doing bodyweight squats, which are very simple, if you're doing 10, try to go for maybe 20 reps. Because by the time you're getting to 20, you'll start to feel that tension and intensity. Or you can reduce speed. So if you're going 1, 2, you can go 1, 2, like you decrease tempo. The other one is you can increase number of sets. So if you're doing like 3 sets of 20, you can say, let me add +1 to make it 4 sets. So that way you can make use of those body weight exercises. Also, now if you have things like weighted vest, if you have things like a backpack, if you have things like jerry can you can carry, like to increase the load, you can also use that as a form of progressive overload. But the typical one is sets, reps, and tempo for body weight.
Yeah.
So that's how we did it.
Because I remember the time I was there when she was working out. Hey, I didn't know people can struggle with body weight, but
yeah. Like
I'm joking.
For instance, push-ups. No, most people can't do push-ups well, so they do it while kneeling. The form of progressive overload is doing it now on toes instead of on the knees. Squats, some people maybe can't go all the way down, so they'll do like a box squat, whereby they use a seat, something like that. They sit and stand up. So for you to see you've progressed, you remove the seat and just do the ordinary squats as a form of progressive overload. Or even when they're doing lunges, they can't take the knee all the way down because of maybe mobility. So by the time you're getting to the 10, 20 there, you'll find out your range of motion has improved. So you see, progressive overload is not just about the weight, reps, and sets. it's also about the range of motion. If the range of motion has improved, that's also a form of progressive overload.
Okay, I think, yeah, that's what she did for 6 weeks. The thing is now, I think most people know what to do to lose weight. For most people, it's the thing that you're avoiding to do. Like,
No, I think most people are just impatient when it comes to weight loss. Like, you want a